Bradley, I would like for you to tell me about that place.
Mm. Tell you about what?
Tell me about that place that you're in, that beautiful and peaceful place.
It's kind of like a Laguna type place, like um
Mhm.
not necessarily an island, but maybe but there's a place deep within the land source where the water comes in, and
Mhm.
there's houses, little like huts on stilts, and there's a beach, and the water is crystal clear. You can see down to the ocean floor.
Okay, perfect. It's peaceful where there are no worries and no problems, just peace and quiet. Can you see the sky from where you are?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to look up in the sky and see if you can find a big white fluffy cloud. Do you see a cloud? You
It's
see a
coming
cloud in the
in.
sky?
It's coming in.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you to do something that might sound a little strange. I want you to float up to that cloud and sit on it. Tell me what that would feel like to sit on a cloud. And you don't have to worry, it will hold your weight just like magic. What would that feel like to sit on a cloud?
It's weightless. It's like laying on top of water.
Hmm. Okay. Some people think it feels like cotton or feathers, but it will hold you just like magic. It's very comfortable, isn't it?
Yes.
Hmm. Now lay back on that cloud and just let it absorb all of your weight. It's such a beautiful, wonderful feeling. It's like you don't have any weight at all. You can become one with that magic cloud if you lay back on that cloud, let it absorb your weight. If you want to, you can even wrap the cloud around you like a wool blanket and snuggle down into that cloud. That's such a beautiful, comfortable, safe feeling. And it's almost as though you don't even have a body as you become one with the beautiful, soft, comfortable, safe cloud. And this cloud is floating through the air, carrying you with it, soft and protected and comfortable and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting. And this cloud floats over the land and over the valleys, over the mountains, and even out over the ocean if it wants to, carrying you with it, soft, protected, comfortable, and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting, over the land, over the valleys, protected and safe. And this cloud is like magic because not only can it carry you over the land and over the valleys, it can also carry you back and back and back in time and space. I'm asking the cloud to move and carry you back and back and back in time and space to another time, another place where there is information we would like to find to help you in the very best way that we can. The cloud is moving, it's carrying you back and back and back. We are looking for the most appropriate time and place to stop and look at and examine. The most relevant, necessary time and place to stop and look at and examine. Now the cloud is slowing down. It's stopping at the most appropriate time and place. Now that the cloud is stopped at the most appropriate time and place, I want you to drift off of that cloud, back down, down, down to the surface. It won't be anything sudden, just like a leaf drifting gently out of a tree, back down to the As you come back down, I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see down there before you, or the very first impression that you have as you come back down to the surface. What do you see down there before you? Look around and tell me what you see around you.
A steep green hillside.
Mhm. Okay. So you're standing on this hillside.
Yes.
Do you know what you're doing there?
Uh,
Do you perceive yourself to have a body?
felt like I was trying to be out of sight, but
Okay.
also looking into a uh, wooded area behind me.
Okay. And do you have a body in this life?
Yeah.
Okay. Look down at your feet. What are you wearing on your feet?
Uh, s- it just looks like leather straps. I don't really
Mhm.
necessarily see a bottom.
Okay. What are you wearing on your body?
Mm, it's kind of like tan material on my pants.
Mhm.
Not necessarily all the way down to my feet or ankles, but longer than shorts. Uh,
Okay.
very similar up top.
Okay. Does your body feel male or female?
Male.
Okay. Do you feel young or old?
Young.
All right. Are you wearing any jewelry or are you carrying anything?
There's just a black rope around my neck with um some kind of pendant or charm that looks like a swirl, like when you flush a toilet or maybe a tornado.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
It's it's kind of almost purplish,
Mhm.
but a little red in there. So maybe a burgundy.
Is this something you made or was it a gift from someone?
mm, I'm going to. I think it was a gift that was handed to me.
Mhm. Can you see who was handing it to you and
Uh,
what they might have said when they handed it to you?
uh, I don't. I don't think she said anything.
Mhm. So it
It's
was a she?
just yeah, sister
Mhm.
made
Okay.
this. I know this energy.
Mhm.
So this Leah's energy.
Okay. So looking into her eyes, you would know who she is. Do you recognize that her person?
I can't see him.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about being on that hill, why you're there on that particular day?
Hiding.
You say you're meeting someone there?
Hiding.
Oh, you're hiding.
Hiding.
What are you hiding from?
Like being chased by something.
Hmm. Who are you being chased by?
Uh,
Anything else you can tell me about that scene?
so she's with me. There's
Hmm.
a creature.
What kind of creature?
Two leg, like a a person, but not with a tail.
Hmm.
Much larger than me.
Okay. Can you see it? Can you describe it to me?
Like almost, almost looks like a like an alien right out of the movie, but more human looking.
Hmm.
Big eyes,
Hmm.
big mouth. Um, he just wants to eat me.
Okay. I want you to leave that scene and I want you to go to the place where you live and look at the outside of the place that you live and describe it for me. What does the place that you live at in that life look like?
It's like a castle.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that? Do you have a feeling of what time it might be? Like, is it 1800s, 1600s, or
Much earlier.
okay?
It's
And where you might be?
mm, possibly somewhere in um, Great Britain or
Okay.
in,
And you live inside the castle?
yes.
Okay. Now I want you to go to dinner time at the castle and describe it. Tell me who's there at dinner time.
a fat man. My sister.
Okay.
Uh, a woman, I'm not sure who she is. Servant.
Okay.
Uh, baby. Toddler.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about them? Who are they to you?
It's like they're family, but I feel no connection to anyone except for my sister.
Okay. All right. I want you to leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see? Do you see anything on this important day?
Lots of lots of color, like purple and violet, and
Mm-hmm. What's the important day? What makes that day important?
the the collective. They they know the truth, but they're not afraid. They're no longer afraid.
Okay. What else can you tell me about that? What were they afraid of?
Their own thoughts and perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
They were freed. They're, they're- everybody knows. Nobody's afraid anymore.
Okay. And what is it they know?
They know that they're in not necessarily. They don't want me to say that word. Um, they know that they are creators in their own reality,
Mm-hmm.
and they are no longer enslaved.
Mm-hmm. And who are you talking about?
Everyone.
The Awakened Collective
Yes.
of today, this
Yeah.
day.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you could tell me about that?
Mm. This is very warm, happy feeling. It's
Mm-hmm.
very peaceful. there's literally no sadness.
Mm-hmm. So that day is important because this is the day that people realize that they don't have to be afraid.
This that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's the day that people realize that fear is an illusion, that it's all
Mm-hmm.
an illusion.
Mm-hmm. And when does this day come? Is this a collective thing or is this a personal thing, an
This,
individual thing?
this is for everyone that's
Mm-hmm.
intended to ascend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's that's a weird answer.
Mm-hmm.
They told me I'm they it's, they said it's you. Um, it's it's already happened. We're settling in.
Okay. The event has already happened.
Yes, we're settling into that reality.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And up.
What other things are we going to see so that we'll know what are, yeah, what are the things that we're going to see?
Depending on what access is granted at that time to
Mm-hmm.
set of ability.
Mm-hmm.
The the first thing that people might notice is their ability to communicate without talking.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty widespread. And some, of course, will have more abilities into that and than that, depending on where they're at in their process. But it's nothing external. It'll immediately be known everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
like a
Okay.
switch and flipped, and we will how what we'll feel we'll feel awareness of those around us,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa.
Does this have anything to do with the chakras?
Yes, of course.
Okay. What more can you tell me about that? What does Bradley need to know about his chakras?
Mm. He needs to stop worrying about something being wrong.
Mm-hmm. And what more can you tell me about that?
Um, it held on to a lot of uh, fear and scarcity
Mm-hmm.
from not only this lifetime, but previous lifetimes.
Okay.
And they allowed him to develop some limiting beliefs over time about himself and his abilities that he's working through them on schedule. He's doing good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They did a they said, they did a number on him,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's uh, trauma across the ages is pretty extensive as well as his programming.
Mm-hmm. But he can get through that. Are there anything that he needs to know that can help him with that?
He just needs to continue practicing what he is practicing of letting go of doubt and standing more in his power.
Mm-hmm.
He has very recently been practicing, and that's good. He needs to continue to build his confidence.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was he was led to believe, that he was weak and powerless, and he's getting through it. He's got to keep doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. What is his sole purpose in this lifetime?
A multifaceted individual. He talented with many different healing modalities
Mm-hmm.
and communication. That's where he's needed the most, is bridging the gap between different cultures and socioeconomic backgrounds of different collectives. He, he will be able to heal and bring them together.
Okay. Is he going to be working alone or is he going to have help? Who should he be leaning on?
He's um, he works alone frequently,
Mm-hmm.
but he um he works together with other groups. N- what? Not recruited. Um, just independent with and with well,
Mm-hmm.
um his 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 person when it's time. They'll heal together and
Okay.
teach people or how to heal.
Okay. And what can you tell me about the Universal Council that Bradley's on and the work that they do?
He's connected through areas.
Mhm. Is there anything more that he should be doing or he could be doing as far as that goes? The council?
It's not time yet. He's very
Okay.
he's very busy in his rest period. Very
Mhm.
busy.
Mhm. Can you tell us about that? What does he do exactly in his rest period?
Mm. Building,
Mhm.
mm, assisting with the team and architecting and grid work and
Mhm.
negotiations with other beings and sometimes entities.
Mhm.
Um, uh, just
Negotiation concerning Earth
ne-
or New
nego-
Earth?
negotiations concerning New Earth,
Mhm.
and in some cases, um, judgment with some certain parties
Mhm.
that are now grounded in the no, not their fourth dimension that are
Okay.
working on their ascension.
Mhm. All right. What can you tell Bradley about Paige and her part in his journey?
Mhm. Deceitful,
Mhm.
envious,
Mhm.
but love, complicated.
Okay. Is she
She,
still going to be a part of his journey? Is she still supposed to be a part of his journey?
they might reconnect in the future if he
Mhm.
chooses, but right now, she's not necessary for him moving forward.
Okay.
And he's doing a good job of not participating.
Mhm. All right. And what can you tell us about our connection, mine and Bradley's connection, soul connection?
Mm. You call to him, he hears you sing,
Mhm.
you began calling his name um, shortly before the summer solstice of last year.
Okay.
He, he, he followed it, and
Do we have a familial relationship in a past life? No?
I see. I feel. I think you might be. You're a male,
Mm-hmm.
in the stone structure library type. Yeah, that's um.
So the life that we were associated with each other, I was a male.
Yes.
Okay. And what
But
relationship was I to Brad, though? Was I a father, a brother, or
mentor
okay?
more than once,
Okay.
several times.
Hmm. So it was definitely fated that we met in this life.
That was planned.
Hmm. And going forward, we have work to do together.
Always.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Bradley wants to know what's going on with his energy. Why is he feeling like he's depleted of energy all the time?
He's just integrating. He's he's done a lot of quantum jumps.
Hmm.
A lot. He's taken on a whole lot. And he's currently in an environment that is not home to him anymore, and he realizes that. But
Hmm.
the the time is not yet arrived for that change to be in his reality quite yet. And
Okay.
it's not necessarily out of energy, just uh, not in agreement with the program, defiant, which is good. Bored, very bored.
Okay. Is there anything he can do about this?
That's his choice.
Okay. All right. Who are Bradley's guides? And do they have any messages for him today?
Mm, it's John and Elijah,
Hmm.
Mary Magdalene.
Hmm. Okay. And do they have any messages for him today?
You're safe now, sweet boy. You have permission to succeed.
Okay. I would like to now ask for Bradley's dragon guide to step forward and ask if you have any messages for Bradley today.
We're proud of you.
Mm-hmm. And what's your name, Dragon Guide?
Um, and, Centaur. Centaur.
Entor?
Centaur.
Centaur. Okay. All right. Thank you for coming in. Also, can you tell us what star seed type is Bradley?
Uh, from the Sirian and Andromeda galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
He is Lyran Andromeda.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you tell us what planet he's from?
Sirius.
You say Arius?
Sirius and
Sirius.
Andromeda
Mm-hmm.
and Venus.
Okay. What gifts does Bradley possess?
He's unlocked. He can he can do whatever he chooses to practice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's
Okay. Any final um, things that he needs to do to activate his gifts? Can you go ahead and do that for him today? Whatever he needs, be it support, be it um, anything like that, knowing that you're there.
he's he's been reassured today and before too.
Hmm.
Uh, he's he's no longer afraid.
Hmm.
Just slow moving, and he's finding his confidence.
Hmm.
It's coming. He can already perform healing with his hands
Hmm.
and his words, and they're very powerful. And he needs to continue to believe in that and practice it
Mm-hmm.
as often as possible. And not question himself.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell us who's Bradley at a soul level?
He is creator consciousness. He is
Mm-hmm.
divine light energy. He is the light.
Mm-hmm. All right. What can you tell us about time and how it works?
Time is really only a requirement in the third and fourth dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Control the
Mm-hmm.
flow of information and thought perception to humankind is their inability to perceive at a higher level of consciousness. They have the restrictions, but those restrictions have been manipulated as a form of control.
Mm-hmm.
And time is never really set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
We can, as we already know, inject whatever thought processes we want and change things as need be for the greater good. That's why
Mm-hmm.
we ask people to not hold on so tightly to certain outcomes because they may have to be changed abruptly for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
our time is currently moving faster, which many have noticed. Our days are seemingly shorter,
Mm-hmm.
and our progression at this rate is multiplying.
Mm-hmm.
There
Absolutely.
are some that think that we will be fully integrated in 1 to 3 years, and there are some, con- including Bradley, that believe that we will be fully integrated by the end of the year
Mm-hmm.
by spreading unconditional love throughout the consciousness. That is the most important thing right now. That is how we win,
Mm-hmm.
to keep showing grace and unconditional love to all and to fully surrender, to let go of time, let go of the need to control, let go of
Mm-hmm.
our worries, let go of this material world and everything attached to it. And as we do that, our days will continue to get faster and faster, and
Mm-hmm.
our downloads from the solar rays will get faster. we are already so far ahead of our schedule that we initially had for ourselves.
Hmm. Right. Is there any final words you have for the collective today?
Let's stop fighting amongst each other.
Hmm.
It is so disappointing to see so many that had so much promise very recently, concerned about things that don't matter, like which way is right or wrong, and they need to learn to work together.
Hmm.
Always going to be people that have bits of information or different processes or perceptions of ways of doing things, and they've got to learn to let go. No one human on this planet holds all the answers or all the keys. It is dangerous.
Hmm.
We all hold the keys to unlock one another through trigger
Hmm.
sequences, number sequences,
Hmm.
sacred geometry, light phases. We are our keys and our gatekeepers as a collective, and people need to realize that it is of great importance to understand that nobody is better than they say, they magically or spiritually than another, or more important to this journey, and that one's idea of abundance may not be the same as another's. So focus on
Hmm.
yourself. That is what they need most right now, is to just let it go. Quit blaming prior generations for financial crisis or the problems or their neighbors or different race or gender. Just focus on himself and let it go.
Hmm. Absolutely. And do you have any final messages for Bradley today?
Won't be much longer. He doesn't complain much. He's very strong, but he misses the feeling of home and family. But he's learning that he has it within. But it won't be much longer before he sees this materialize in his world.
Well, I know he'll be happy to hear that. All right. At this time, I would like to go ahead and do a um, healing for him. I do understand that the higher self holds the ability to heal any part of the human body that may need healing. Can I ask that you scan Bradley's body and tell us if there are any ailments or areas that can use healing to help him on his journey? And yeah, if you could go ahead and begin that scan from the crown chakra down to the Earth Star chakra. Do you see any parts or feel any parts that he may need healing?
She knows. Okay. They're working on his eyes for him,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and they have been for a while.
Okay.
And but it's a process. And
Mm-hmm.
his right eye is is coming around. It's getting stronger. Yeah.
Okay.
His teeth are going to regrow again, and that is a physical and a painful problem for him, and an emotional one. But it's
Okay.
going to be okay. They're
All right. Are you
gaining.
able to offer source healing to the ailments to help the issues that he is experiencing?
Yes,
Okay. Wonderful. I'd like you to go ahead and do that for him and then fill in the area with source's white light. And let me know if there are any other areas as you continue the scan.
we are continuing to work on his digestive tract,
Okay.
but it won't be necessary in the same way for much longer.
Okay. And are you able to offer source healing to his digestive tract to help the issue that he is experiencing?
We've been working on it for a very long time.
Okay. Go ahead and do that and then fill in that area with source's white light. And then continue the scan. Are there any other areas that may need healing?
We are working on his skeletal system and joints, but we will include it today.
Wonderful. Go ahead and do that for him and then fill in all the areas with source's white light. And then let me know when you're complete.
Like,
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And please now just stand by. I'm going to take Bradley through the silver crystalline river meditation. So, Bradley, I want you to visualize a beautiful silver crystalline river, like a river of silver and crystal. It sparkles, it shines, it's very beautiful. I want you to see this beautiful crystalline silver river enter you through the crown chakra. Now we are going to have it move down through the chakras in the body. As it moves down through the chakras, the river of energy will expand out into all of your cells. It moves through the third eye chakra, sending healing energy throughout the head area to every cell in that area. And it moves down through the throat chakra, sending out healing energy to every cell in the throat chakra area. You can feel the energy. It is beautiful and peaceful. You know it is healing as it moves through the body. Now it is moving down to the heart chakra, and it's sending energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. The healing energy is moving down to the solar plexus, and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that area of the body. The healing river of energy is moving down to the sacral chakra, and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. Now the healing energy is moving down to the root chakra, and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. You can feel the healing energy moving through all the cells of the body. It is beautiful and peaceful and has great power. It heals everywhere it touches. It's moving all throughout all of the cells of the body. The body has all of the energy that it needs to remain balanced and in harmony, and any excess energy that is not needed by the body to function in complete balance and harmony is passed off through the legs and the feet. Anything that the body does not need is passed through the legs and the feet. It's passed out to the world as excess energy that anyone else can use in benevolent ways for the good of all. Now the body is in complete balance and harmony, functioning absolutely perfectly. This is the way it is, and this is the way it shall be. We know now that all of Bradley's abilities, his clairs that he came in with, are all activated. Was there anything final that you wanted to say to Bradley before I bring him out today?
I love you.
Okay. Bradley, we're going to bring your light body back to your physical body now. Just bringing your energy back to your physical form. All of your renewed and realigned and vibrant energy is returning now into your body. But before you open your eyes, you take note of the expansion of your heart and the increased depth of your wisdom and knowing, and you send gratitude to all who participated in your journey today. And you are returning to your everyday awareness and consciousness, feeling yourself return now to this room and the present day and time, just waking up naturally and completely and fully. And you can begin to stretch and move and open your eyes when you are ready. You are beginning to wake up now. You can move your arms and legs, and it feels so good to stretch and move. You are now back in this room and coming back to your body completely, coming completely back into your physical form and everyday conscious awareness, feeling wonderful, refreshed, energized. You are fully awake. Welcome back.
Oh man.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Well, for someone that didn't really need a session,
what?
you had a lot to say. Your higher self didn't even want to let you get through any past lives. Um,